Okay, today we're going to talk about why you keep failing hit the road power level 140 even though you're max level 141. When I first started doing the hit the road, I honestly failed for 6 hours straight before I got a clear. I had no idea what we were doing. We all went in for the first time trying to do this and we just kept failing. There's all these objectives that you have to do. It was all very overwhelming, a lot of information, and we just kept failing and failing and failing until we got to the point now where I can get a clear really easily. All I need to do is have a team that can listen and doesn't die. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this video into 4 parts. First video is going to be the loadout, the hero loadouts that you should use. The second video is going to be the strategy, just the overall strategy of how to navigate this mode. The third video is going to be how to deal with all the different kinds of objectives. And the fourth video is going to be how to build a base right at the end so you can crush that wave as well. So if you guys like what we're doing here, please use our supporter creator code. It means the absolute world to us. It helps us keep doing what we love to do here and keep making as many videos as we possibly can to help you with your awesome Save the World journey. Alright, let's get right into it. So I find that when I first started doing this, we had a farmer, we had some soldiers here and there, and it was okay, but it wasn't working as well as intended. We ended up deciding that Dragon Scourge is one of the best hero loadouts that you can use in this game, because that Dragon Slash just kills all of the husks when you're going along the road. It has a really wide tile, it kills all the husks. Even in power level 140 zone, it's crazy how much damage this guy can do. So I ended up deciding to use Dragon Scourge, and I think the best strategy to use would be 3 Dragon Scourges and 1 Constructor, because we have a whole different types of strategies of different builds with different people, but one of our viewers ended up clearing the 140 no damage with that specific build, and I was wanting to try that, but I haven't had a chance to get a group of people who have the exact build that I need to be able to test that. So I do believe that I think the best build you could actually have would be 3 Dragon Scourges and 1 Constructor. But let's go into the build for the Dragon Scourge. So firstly, you've got Dragon Scourge, the main commander, then you use Blast from the Past, gives you that extra health. We have Saurian Might for ranged weapon damage. We have Coconuts for healing. We have Tail of the Dragon for the Dragon Slash. We have Locked and Reloaded, so it increases weapon damage by 15% for 5 seconds. So this is so you can use this for any of the weapons, because when you use Hit the Road, sometimes it's hard to find assault rifles specifically. So if you use Locked and Reloaded, you can decide to use any of the weapons that you're able to pick up and you'll still get that damage boost, rather than if you were just using the 17% extra assault rifle damage from the other support perk, which was what I was using before. Then I used Saurian Hide for extra armor as well. So one of the best things that I think every single person in your group needs to have is going Coconuts, because these coconuts are crazy. You're searching things all the time. You're trying to search things all the time. Searching ammo crates, searching herbs, searching little bins and everything like that. And you're getting so many coconuts. Usually by halfway through the wave, I have at least 30 coconuts. Like usually after the first 1 minute, I have at least 12 coconuts. Just to last me like pretty much the entire match. And I just started sharing them with everyone because I'm able to get so many coconuts. So I find coconuts are one of the best things. So you can, if you have half health, you use 1 coconut, you're pretty much full health again. And the great thing about coconuts is with a ninja, you can be jumping around and eating coconuts at the same time. You don't have to be standing still, so you can move anywhere and use your coconuts. And the last gadgets that you can use is, I use turrets for damage, and then I use the supply drop, because you actually do get quite a lot of materials that you can use to craft broadside traps and a few of the other traps that are more of a support trap than the main trap, like gas traps and things like that. So it's kind of nice to every single person to have supply drops, or maybe 3 people have supply drops, so that you can get all those extra materials every 5 minutes. I find that helps, because it's about a 30-minute match. You could have 1 person bring a slow field for the mini boss at the end. It's just up to you if you want to try that. So other ninjas that you can use is, to start with, I was using Snuggle Specialist Sarah. So you can use Snuggle Specialist Sarah with the same loadout, as well as the Dragon Scorch one. And you can also use Medicinal Fumes to help you heal. So I'll try and find that here. Alchemist Sarah, smoke bomb heals allies for 31 base health per second. So you just throw down your smoke bomb and you can heal yourself really quickly that way. So if you don't have going coconuts, if you don't have Crossbones Barret here, you can use that instead. It's actually, it's really quite powerful too. I prefer the coconuts because then otherwise you have to stand really still and wait for yourself to heal. And I prefer to just jump around and be able to use the coconuts, but you can also use this too. People have been finding this quite easy to use as well. Then, so if you want to use 3 Dragon Scorches and 1 Constructor, that could work. Otherwise, I've done plenty of clears with 2 Ninjas, 1 Constructor, and 1 Archaeologist. So the Archaeologist can go around punching everything really quickly, and I think this is usually the build that I would use. Archaeologist, Blast from the Past, and I believe the loadout is pretty much the same. The support team is pretty much the same for every single of the heroes here. So we just have Saurian Focus, Saurian Hide, Locked and Reloaded, Saurian Might, Coconuts, and also the supply drop and the hover turret as well. So here are the thoughts between Base Kyle and Power Base. So Base Kyle, as you can see here, he increases the building health by 84%. You want to use him against when there's a lot of single target damage against your base. So for example, a propane explodes, or a smasher charges through, or a mini boss. Because of the extra health, it's going to be able to withstand quite a bit more from single target damage. Versus if you're going to be using, where is he? Power Base here. Structures affected by base are healed for 4% of max health every 10 seconds. So in this case, when there's lots of little hits everywhere, especially from lobbers or flingers and all these different things going on, all of it's going to be healed at the same time. So if you can connect your base together from different roof pieces all across right in the last wave, that could help a lot. Another loadout you can use is the Immortal Destroyer. So he's Vanguard Southie. He decreases the Seismic Smash cooldown by 67%. In VashenZ's opinion, he's probably the strongest Outlander in the entire game. You decrease Seismic Smash cooldown by 67%, then you use Ragnarok to Seismic Smash returns to its original point, so it goes back and forth. Use Coconuts for healing, as I mentioned before. Use Seismic Smash leaving a pulsing zone with a 0.5 tile radius with this guy here. I believe it's Sid. Upgrade Steelable Anthony here. And then we have Saurian Hide for the armor and Saurian Focus for the extra energy. So, and the last thing you want to use right at the end is turrets and supply drop as well. That helps quite a lot. Or you can have one person with the slow field. Another option you can use is Trailblazer Quinn. So she increases the Teddy damage by 46% and fire rate by 25%. Blast from the Past, you can use Saurian Hide, Saurian Might, Bear With Me for the extra Teddy duration by 4 seconds. Coconuts and Static Cling, which is applies Affliction to the Shock Tower, which deals 50% damage per second for 3 seconds. I personally haven't used Trailblazer Quinn in 140 zone yet, but you're welcome to try her out and see if it works. Vashen definitely likes this build though. You can do 2 ninjas, 1 constructor, 1 archaeologist. You can do 3 ninjas, 1 base. You can just mix those around if you want. I've also won with people using survivalists before, but I find that it's not as helpful to use survivalist because you're less likely to kill as many things to heal with. So some people, they wanted to try doing survivalist, then we jumped into a match, and by the end of the match they said, yeah, I was too slow with survivalist, I couldn't move around very quickly, and I wasn't able to kill enough things to heal myself. So they ended up preferring to use a ninja so they could jump around really quickly, and also to use the coconuts to heal themselves so quickly. I also don't recommend using Tactical Assault Sledgehammer either, because you can't really control the perks that you're going to pick up off the floor. So tactical is this guy over here. This guy. So he increases assault crit damage by 225%, but you can't control if the weapons, the assault rifles that you're going to pick up are going to be crit weapons or not. So I don't think it's a good idea to use this guy at all. It's better to use, if you really want to use a soldier, I guess survivalist might be okay, but I wouldn't use this guy. I also don't recommend using melees. There is so many bees everywhere, so many lobbers everywhere, and you don't want to be too close to the enemies. You want to be able to dragon slash through them and get away really quickly, but I don't think it's a good idea to use melees because there's just too many bees and you'll probably just die too quickly to be able to even use a coconut to get through that. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and let me know down below what loadouts do you guys use? What strategy do you use? Because I'm sure there's tons of different strategies and loadouts you guys can use. We're playing with all these different kinds of people, and they don't have all the loadouts that we want to use, so we're still able to do clears without using this exact strategy. I just find that this is the smoothest way that possible. So let me know in the comments below, what loadouts do you use? What gadgets do you use? Alright, so I'm going to be releasing the strategy video next. So if you're watching this early, you might not see the video here yet, but if you're watching it after, click here to watch the strategy video. And that guy, I don't even know. Here's the video. Let's get out of here. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!